Hello everyone, welcome to another with Barry Martins. My name is Barry Martins and it's nice to have you listen to my podcast today. The reason why I do this podcast is to just share about my life experiences. Most of my talks or podcast or sharing on my talk are spontaneous, meaning they are not like scripted or written well. I just share from my daily inspiration, and I hope that it's a blessing to you or helps you to navigate through life. So today, I want to talk about time, how time matures things. And why I'm sharing this today is because I'm just looking at myself and looking back at my life, where I'm coming from and where I am now. And I just see how time matures things. Time changes your story. With time, things will turn around for you. But time only works when you have a plan and you are dedicated. Right? Time only works for you. Time can pass and you will still be the same person or even be worse. Right? I am 37 now, 36, going to 37 now. And I started life, really early though. I started hustling and doing business way when I was a little boy. When I went to live with my uncle when I was like 4 or 5, because I didn't grow up with my parents. I grew up with an uncle. Even though my parents were alive, but they were living in a particular city. That's a story for another day. I'm going to share it in another time. But so I started life very. I started hustling on the streets very early, right? So the hustle spirit was there, right? But it was after I left school that I really started to begin to do my own thing. Leaving school is like when you really start life, especially for us in Africa. When you leave school and then you do your youth service, now your life has started, right? That's like the definition. So it was very difficult. I remember when I did my 4 months IT, I went to Abuja from Aba, not knowing anybody. The family member that I had wanted to stay with hadn't even confirmed that I should come, because I was determined to succeed in my life. I wasn't going to let anything stop me. So the guy hadn't even confirmed that, you can come. By the time he was calling my mom to say, he can come, I was already on my way. I was already on my way to Abuja. In fact, when I called, I was in Zuba, right? For those who know Abuja, Zuba. I was in Zuba. When I now called him to tell him, sir, I'm here, he was like, where are you? I said, I'm in Zuba. I was like, what? Because I wasn't I decided that if I get there, he doesn't want me, I shall look for somewhere and lie down. I'll be sleeping and be waking up, right? Because I was that determined. Same thing when I moved to Lagos. After that period, when I moved to Lagos, it was almost the same thing, right? Just that I had come to Lagos 2 years prior, right? I had come to Lagos in 2007. I stayed with a cousin. But by the time I was coming back 2009 when I graduated, that cousin has left Lagos and was somewhere else. So I couldn't stay with him. I had to beg the guy that took his house, who happens to be also one of the former neighbors, to stay with him, right? But what I'm actually talking about is how time, I look back to all the dreams I had, all the plans I had. I was homeless in Lagos for about 8 months, because as I stayed with that guy, after a while, he told me that I had to, leave. I left, right? So I went to stay with another set of family who really, didn't really, they don't know me, so they didn't really care. They were family, they were a distant family, but staying there was really, really a challenge. But of course, I have learned how to live low profile anywhere I am, because that's practically how I grew up, So this morning I'm just thinking of how time had grown me, how time had helped me develop structures, systems, business, ideas, personality. When all I had was a dream. I didn't really work. I couldn't get a job. When I moved to Lagos, I couldn't get a job. Though I did my 4 months IT, I went to a polytechnic, so I did my 4 months IT with Radio Nigeria. I did a 1 year IT with one of these e-payment companies. Back in the days, that company is not even existing anymore. But after that, I couldn't get any other job, and I'm going to tell the story of that one afterwards. I couldn't get any other job, but right from school, I was already determined that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I was going to build business, right? And as I look back at how difficult it was in the beginning, so I started Gospeltainment 2009. Gospeltainment is a gospel music website that we started 2009, and from 2009 to 2021, that's, I think, 11 years, going to 12 years. How starting something small and be dedicated on it can grow to establish you in life, give you a brand, give you a name, give you a personality, give you a face, connect you with people. It just shows the power of having a vision and running with that vision. In fact, as I look at my life, I now see why pastors succeed, why a dedicated, innovative pastor will succeed, why a dedicated, innovative person will succeed. A young man once told me, we were having a discussion, and he said, "Boss, I have learned that consistency is the key." And truly, consistency is the key. Consistency really takes you there. So if you're a young person, or you have been working and then you want to start your own thing, don't have in mind that you're going to be successful, in the blink of an eye or in the split of a second. No. Time actually does a lot of things to you. Time matures you. Time grows you. Time helps you to innovate. Time changes. There are some things that can come into your life now. There's an amount of money that can come into your life now. You can't handle it because you have not matured. Right? I told someone that God does not throw up, He lifts up. So He builds you from one level to another And why God builds you like a house, He will build your foundation first, build your character, build your attitude, build your perseverance, build your loyalty, build the invisible things. You see, so what life will do, or what God will do with you, is to build the invisible thing. Just the way that the things that is holding the house is invisible. The foundation is invisible. You're not seeing it, but it's there. You're looking at a skyscraper, a 20-story building, a 50, maybe the 20-story building, or the 30-story building, or the maybe Rockefeller Tower or the Trump Tower, all these really, really tall buildings, right? You're looking at them all tall. The real thing holding the building is under the ground. And that is how life is. God, you build the invisible things, the strength of character, attitude, reliability, patience, perseverance, hard work. These things are the invisible. And then you now build up. So you build the invisible things, then you now begin to build the visible. It is the invisible things will build the visible things. And this happens with time. Time turns things around for you. I mean, today I'm living in a really nice apartment, way better than where I'm coming from, right? I'm not going to give the details because some of you are living in better places, but I'm not like where I'm coming from. I'm way beyond where I'm coming from in terms of the standard of life, the quality of life, the perks that I enjoy, and all because I had a dream and I ran with the dream. If you have a dream today and you are convinced that this is it for you, beyond every reasonable doubt. Don't give up on it. Keep rolling with it. You will get there. Time changes everything. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.